Hello, so I'm doing a kind of like a tattoo video, my tattoos that I've got. Um, yeah, so let's explain. So I'll start with this prominent fella here. It's probably going to be backwards. If it is, I'll try and change it. But what it is a pocket watch, and it's got a few roses on it as well. Sorry if that's like super shaky. It's got a few roses on it as well. And this one was done in Guildford. Let's kind of put it there. This one was done in Guildford. This is where I used to live, in Surrey, in the UK. And I've had it for about a year now. It's holding up quite well. It's doing alright. She's alright. Basically, my granddad had a stroke a couple of years ago. So this was just to commemorate him. He's fine now, don't worry. He didn't die. He's absolutely fine. Not 100%, but you never are going to be after a stroke, let's face it. It's a huge thing to happen to you. So yeah, with this one, the hands are pointing to 11 and 2, because his birthday is the 2nd of November. So that's for him, and I just love it. The second he had the stroke, like, I love my granddad so much. He was a huge support when I came out as well. He really kind of made Millie feel like one of the family. He's amazing, and I don't get to see him often either, so when he had the stroke it really hit me. So I wanted to do something special for him, and he hated tattoos. It's a funny story because when I showed him, I was like, Grandad, I've got something to show you, I don't know how you're gonna feel about it. He was like, okay. And then I showed him and he's obsessed with it. He absolutely loves it, which is 100% what I wanted. He loves it. So yeah. Yeah, I still can't put images in videos. I don't know how to do that. So sorry, this is what you're gonna get. Woohoo! My next one, so this one was done about a year ago now, as I said, in Surrey, the Boiler Room tattoo, if anyone's interested. It's all linked on my Instagram if you want to go to there. I have this tattoo, and that is a bass clef for people who don't know. So it's kind of like when you read in music, it's one of the clefs. So you can have like the treble clef or the bass clef. I personally got the bass clef because my missus has it as well. We got it done on the same day. She has hers on her hand. So we got matching tattoos in Brighton. It was a walk-in place. I think she was called Dolly something. I don't think that's on my Instagram. I don't think I had Instagram at the time of getting that one. But or maybe I did. I'll have to have a look. If I did, then that would definitely be linked on there as well. But I don't think I did. And yeah, that was just a quick walk-in situation. It was really weird actually. Like, I've not spoke about pain levels yet, but this one, I really thought that it was gonna fuck me up. Like, I thought, oh my god, it's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna feel sick. Like, I was really scared. Because this is my second one I'd ever got. So I did it. I had to like sit like awkwardly like this. I was like, I'm really bad at like kind of like sitting for tattoos. But this one in particular, obviously, I had to like put my ear in. Like, oh, it was horrible. But that was absolutely fine. Like, it felt like she was like scratching a bit of my brain. But obviously, it's here, innit? Like, it's not gonna feel great. No tattoos are gonna feel great. Come on. So that was my second ever tattoo. That was done in like maybe 2012, 2013. I took Millie to Brighton for her 21st birthday. She's now 23, so a couple of years ago. Just pain levels for this one as well. Ow. I was sat in the chair for roughly I want to say 3.5 hours, but probably just 3 hours. That's kind of the point I've read, where that's kind of the max amount that most people can sit for a tattoo. You got to really know your own body to see if you can sit any longer than that. I sat all right with this one. I mean, it was really tender when it was done. It was just, you know, when it's just too much, that's kind of what, like, towards the end I just felt like a piece of meat. like just getting scratched at, like, oh, it's gross. So that's my second one. My third one, I'll have to put a picture in at the end, because it was my first ever tattoo. It was on my back. Basically, excuse me, basically all it was a tiny, just one thin needle love heart with a peace symbol inside the love heart. On the top it said love in swirly letters, and on the bottom it said peace in swirly letters. Ridiculous. It's my first ever tattoo. I thought, oh yeah, I'll just go for something subtle. What I did initially want is like little daisies in it, like little flowers, make it look really pretty, but the tattoo artist said he couldn't do that. I don't know if that says a lot about my ideas of tattoos at the time, or that says a lot about the tattoo artist, but if he said it wouldn't work, it wouldn't work, so I trusted him on that. And then after the pain on that one, by the way, that was my first tattoo, and it was literally nothing. Like, it was over. He did it in about 10 minutes and I was out. And I mean, obviously, because of the amount of adrenaline that you have, you're gonna feel like maybe a little bit sick. Not sick, but like I had a really bad headache after it, and obviously the amount of adrenaline rushing through your body, it's not like kind of the everyday kind of adrenaline. So sorry, I keep like burping and yawning and sneezing and shit. I'm sorry. I'm a human. So yeah. So the next one that was on my back, I'll have to insert it again, because I can't, unless I can kind of, I'm not even going to try, you know, because it's tough. So it's quite a big piece that was there to cover up the love heart. Again, I got this one, sorry, the crap one, the love heart one, I got done in Manchester, and that was from, I probably shouldn't say the name of it, but it was a studio in Salford. It was literally about 20 quid. Anyway, the cover up I got on top of it, I got that the same place I got this one done. That was in Surrey. They're amazing there. They're all women there, an all women tattoo place, and they're incredible. They're really, really talented. They did Millie's. She's got kind of like a sleeve in the works at the moment. They did her kind of sleeve thing. It's kind of Lord of the Rings themed. Oh, so sorry. So yeah, my back piece, obviously tattooing over an already done tattoo is gonna hurt more than just tattooing on normal skin, but because my skin is so tough, it was fine. Like, I didn't have any scarring. Like, even with this one, this isn't scarred, this is just kind of there. Like, Millie's is quite like, is still quite raised kind of thing, because she's got quite sensitive skin, whereas my skin's quite tough. You can take anything, literally you can butcher me with a meat cleaver and I'll be absolutely fine, like a week later. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of skin I have. It obviously all depends on you. I was in the chair with that one for probably, again, 3.5 hours. It's quite a sketchy kind of one, so I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it, obviously. I would never hate any of my tattoos other than the one I got covered up. Stupid. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. Like, I love it. And yeah, that's that one. I would say as well, just back pieces in general. With me, I found that parts of it were absolutely killer, and I just couldn't take it anymore. But you just got to do it in stages. If you feel like you can't take it, you have to speak up. Luckily I managed to sit through the whole time without any breaks, because I feel like if you do take a break and you come back to it, it's like 10 times worse for me. I mean, it's completely up to the individual, but for me personally, I feel like I'll sit better if I just do it, just whack it out, and just, you know, like, not enjoy the pain. I was going to say enjoy the pain, not enjoy the pain, but kind of just cope with it. I mean, your body, as I've said previously, your body goes into a state of shock, a state of trauma, but it will try and kind of block it out in a way. I don't know, it's really weird. The next one, sorry, I'm gonna have to do this really flatteringly. Hey. The next one. Sorry, I don't have any pants on. Is this little guy. He is. Oh! I dropped my phone on him. He is not even a week old yet, and he's all crusty and gross, and I hate it. I've expressed my views before. Why do they have to scab over? I have no idea. Well, I do, to heal, but I hate it, and it's gross, and it's all like no thanks. So that's my latest addition. He was done on Friday. That was 4.5 hours of my life. So now that I've had such a big tattoo, I know that I can sit for that long. It's good if you do kind of train your body to go through like each amount of time, like step by step. Obviously my first tattoo was 10 minutes. My second tattoo was like about half an hour, if that. Again, third tattoo 3 hours, then 3.5, and then I went for 4.5. I will just say that after 3 hours you will get very restless. I was on my side, kind of like lying on my side, so my bum was very numb, and I was just like, mate, I need to stand up, like I'm gonna be sick, like that kind of thing. Like, oh my god, because it was weird. Like the pain of the tattoo I could deal with, like my body dealt with it really fucking well. I went into a state of shock. I managed to sleep part of it, do you know what I mean? That's just what your body kind of tends to do. But my mind was kind of counterbalancing what was worse, the tattoo being done on my arsehole, because I literally was just like sat there, and it was just so numb. It was horrible. I was just like, I kept saying to him, I was like, I need to stand up, I'm sorry. And he could tell I was just fidgeting and stuff. Also, I will say that I never got told, but leg tattoos, they, like, your leg, if it's below the knee, your leg is going to twitch like a motherfucker, like whether you like it or not, like you can't control it. So I was like kicking the fuck out of him, like, you know, it was really awkward. And obviously it was the first time I had ever been tattooed by this man. I'd always only ever been tattooed by women, and I felt so bad because it's like the first time I've been tattooed by him, and I was just kicking the shit out of him, and I was twitching. I don't know how he got the lines perfectly. And it's my first colour tattoo as well, may I add, and they told me to use cocoa butter. But yeah, they're all my tattoos that I have currently, and I am planning a whole leg sleeve, so watch this space, because when I actually have some money I will be adding to my leg. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you subscribe if you want to. I'm not your mother, but anyway, see you later.